Okay everybody, we're back here at Shimmering Farm. It's a lovely March weekend and we're with 3 goats and their names are Martine, Francesca and Grace. Alright, so we got 3 goats. They're Angora goats. Angora goats are bred for their wool. They were brought to South Africa from Turkey in 1624, no?
Much more recently than that.
Okay, like 1924. And Lindi, my sister, is busy harvesting the wool from the goats. Now, the wool from these goats can be harvested 4 times a year. Twice a year in June and October.
March and September.
March and September, the wool can get harvested from these goats. Now, there's a lot of wool that comes of one goat, and it can take a whole day just to cut this off using a simple garden variety scissors. Now what happens is the wool is taken off this goat and is taken and we put it into plastic bags, and one of these bags, it roughly equates the wool that comes from one goat. Now this is all dirty and it hasn't been cleaned or washed or anything, and if you smell it, it smells very much like goat. In fact, it's quite stinky. But once it's cleaned up, it's nice. It's like softer, and here it smells more like smells like clean washing. So we use normal detergent that you buy from a shop, except Lindi is very health conscious, so it's all eco-friendly stuff. Now once the wool is clean, Lindi starts a dyeing process. Now this is very interesting because these are all natural dyes. So believe it or not, by using grapes and squashing them up and boiling them and adding like dyeing stuff, it goes like this mauvish color. Or these leaves here are from a moonflower plant that grows just outside the kitchen window there, and it turns it beautifully green like this. Now once this stuff is dyed, what happens is it's put through a process of carding. Now carding is a process by which it goes through a mill like that, and this is Tamarisk. She's busy carding the stuff. Now that makes it all like fluffy and hairy, so that you can work with it and turn it into something usable. Now Tamarisk, can you just show us what happens once you finish carding there? What do you do with the stuff? So you take a stick, like a society stick, like a chopstick, and you lift it up there, and then you turn that into a kind of, now this is all light and fluffy, look at that. It's like candy floss. Now this candy floss stuff is like turned into a ball or a bat. This is called a bat. We don't know why it's called a bat, but it's called a bat. And it's like, look here Tamarisk, you see, like that, it's a bat, okay, like a beard. And different colors. These bats are now taken to a spinning wheel process, and here's Lindi again at the spinning wheel. Now Lindi's got a spinning wheel in front of her and a bat on her lap. You see now this wool is passed in through the fingers very gently like that, and it comes through the spinning wheel and it goes onto a bobbin. This is called a bobbin, right? It's a bobbin. Wool this is now wool, not imported, not manufactured, all from the goat right through into wool. From the bobbin, it goes onto a thing called a niddy noddy. Not joking, this is called a niddy noddy, and that makes the wool into a workable length and shape, into a skein, and from a skein it's turned into a ball, and from a ball we get ourselves a granny, and then a granny knits it into a jersey or a hat or a scarf or a blanket or a onesie or a beanie or an overall or a beautiful beanie, but you're in the sun. To come around there, beautiful. Come this way a bit, this way a bit. There we go. It's a lovely fashionable mohair hat that's been knitted by Granny, or a beautiful green scarf shawl. This is colored with spinach, so it's a green color. All very fashionable, all very trendy and all made right here in one single house, one single farm called Shimmering. Isn't that exciting? Are we going to try all this at Pebble Spring? Absolutely not. It's too much work, but it's fun. And we'll come back next year to see if they're going to keep up all this energy, because I think it's too much sweat.